Rakesh, first of all, welcome to News 18. And a big congratulations to you, for surviving the entire 6 weeks inside the house. Considering you are an introvert person, and Rakesh, you yourself said on the show so many times that, you were being misunderstood. And so tell me, when you came out of the house and you showed, so much love pouring from all quarters, what was your reaction to that? Like so many people resonated with you on the show.
It was overwhelming because I never thought that a person like me could be in the finals. And coming as a third runner-up is also was something I never thought in my life that would happen.
Right.
But I'm happy that I could set an example probably that a person like me also can be in the finals of Big Boss. And I'm happy that somewhere broke the mold probably for people to follow, to be in that state and still not lose hope, because a lot of people shy away from a platform like that because of their nature like this. But I'm happy that, I'm happy that there's an example set. So yeah, this was tough, yes, but it was something I had to do. I had to face my demons with where the crowd was concerned. I'm not a crowd person. I'm not a public person too much. Yes, I do like my paintings, my sculpting, my creative zone, my creative journey. And also finding calm and chaos was something which I was looking forward to. That was my biggest demon. Because normally I'm very calm when I'm in a room with my paints and my sculpting and my art tools and everything. But this was something which I wanted to really face and figure out whether I can really cope up with it.
Right. So what was the best feedback or reaction that you got, after coming out of the house? You remember any best compliment or feedback that you've got?
Any best compliment and feedback? Yeah, my mother. When I called my mom for the first thing I did was call my mom, and she said, "You played the game, not the game, but you were very real in the show, and I've raised you up, and I think I've done a good job of it." So she was proud of me. So I think that was my biggest achievement when your mother says that she's done a good job by raising you. So that's the big compliment. I think that made my day, and it was worth it. Whatever things I went through in the house. I think if you get this, and from because your family is your biggest critique, and the friends, especially my childhood friends from Pune, like they said, there's a newfound respect for me, and they're still gaga over it, So it's like they're genuinely actually coming from a place where they're genuinely praising me and appreciating what I did, and that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest compliment that I would ever get, because I love them to the core, and they have really, really, really kicked my butt for when I've done a bad job. So coming from them is something good. It's a
Right. So did you get time to watch any of the episodes after the show got over?
Yes, I did actually. I watched few because I wanted to see what I did and how I was misunderstood somewhere, and how maybe I could learn something looking at that. I watched few episodes, and it was a lot of things were taken out of context, and a lot of things were something which I didn't mean, which I don't normally. They push actually a show like this pins you down the wall and just makes you do certain things, which you'll never do in your life, real life.
Yes.
It's like they give you opinions, give you opinion of others, like give them punishments or eliminate them, or it's like something which I would never do. And like especially when we have pinned against the wall and asked to do something like this, and they say it's compulsory to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to be real about it. I'm going to be looking fake and very confused when it comes to that, because and that's what was projected, and people saw that, and that's what I don't blame the audience for calling me certain ways, certain adjectives that they use for me. I feel it was just not me, and I was trying to cover up something which I was not, because it was a task and I had to do it. So I learned that, like in real life, I said to each his own. I never pass any judgment on anyone, because everybody's life journey is different and how they react to situations is very different. So I'm
Right.
nobody to pass any remarks or judgment,
Right.
because I'm not perfect myself to do that. So it's like, and in a show like that, you have to do it. So it's very scary to, and people do get hurt when people talk about it. Anybody judging anybody is like hurtful at times. Like you don't want anybody to judge. But yes,
Right.
you also should understand that yes, you have signed up for a show, that you got to do
Yeah.
that. But
Right.
something I didn't. I was just like stuck in this whole thing, and I couldn't deal with that.
Right. So, before going any further, I must tell you this. A lot of people, asked me to convey this to you, and I will mention their names. So there's this girl called Manthi from Sri Lanka. There's Ria from New York. There is, Prakya from Siliguri. I'm so sorry if I'm missing anyone's name here, but they loved you on the show, and they asked me to tell you that you were the most genuine contestant on the show, and in a show where most of the contestants plan and plot against other people and gossip and bitch, you stood out, and you outshone them. So uh, tell me, Rakesh, when you see these kind of reactions and compliments coming from people, how does it feel, that you didn't lose yourself, you were as authentic as possible on the show, and which is not possible in a show like this. So how did you maintain that?
And like this is the validation, and I was saying all these fans loving and showing me that much kind of love and respect is something which it just makes me happy that what I did was a good thing, and there is still love and people like what I did. So I think it's like it just validates me, and it makes my belief stronger. And thank you
But
for all of them for believing in me.
yeah, but you have been someone, Rakesh, I have followed your journey since a very long time, and you have been relatively, very low key throughout. Uh, you were not somebody who's out there, So, is it a bit overwhelming or daunting when suddenly all the eyes are on you? People are constantly keeping a track what you're doing, where you're going. So how is this new spotlight, treating you?
I have no idea. I don't know whether, because I don't take myself so seriously ever in life, honestly speaking. So, be it, I started with a very big hit, Tum Din,
Yes. Yes.
when I was hardly 21 or something. And that time we were not in the swamp of digital media at all. So whatever we got from word of mouth and newspapers and all those publications, So we started. My beginning was very humble, like even there were stardom people who were going crazy and all that, but it could never affect us because it wasn't somewhere. It's media also that makes you a star or breaks you down, So that time it was very simple of what the box office was and how it did well, whether the song did well or not, and how many crores the movie made, and that's what made us stars or flops, completely. So today it is different, like it is overwhelming at times. It is unnerving also at times. Especially when I never took myself so seriously, and suddenly there is some expectations from me that I have to follow a type where the PR is concerned with a lot of things, other things, the paraphernalia I'm talking about.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
it is daunting. It is overwhelming. It is something which I'm still learning. I'm weak at those things, and luckily I have a good PR team, so they help me to proceed ahead. But I'm happy that I've been noticed now, so it's a good feeling actually.
You should be more out there on social media. A lot of your fans keep telling us, please tell Rakesh, why is he not so active on social media, on Twitter, on Insta? He should be there. He should keep posting reels and stuff. So yeah. Rakesh, one of the other biggest, yeah.
I don't know how to do reels and all that. I'm going to learn now very soon. I'm technically zero. I'm not savvy at all.
Listen, I remember this. You was telling this to Nishant, or I don't know, somebody in Big Boss OTT, that मेरे fans भी मेरे तरह है, बस वो मुझे प्यार करते हैं photo देख के, they don't comment and like, but now they have started for you. Now you also, now it's your turn.
Yeah, and I'm so happy now. It's actually I have to do it, and I'm not going to disappoint it this time for sure.
Right. Another, one of the biggest highlights of the season was, hashtag Shara, obviously. So when you came out and you saw those VMs, Rakesh, there were so many VMs on you and Shamita, your adorable moments. So tell me, what was your reaction? What was Shamita's reaction after seeing those VMs?
Oh, we met and we spent a lot of time watching those VMs because some of them were so adorable, so nice. And I just told Shamita, I don't know how many times I think we've broken the world record of hugging and kissing each other on the show. So I like every time we were like anything happened, there was a hug or there was a kiss on the cheek and all that. So it was like it's too much. We're so cuddly and affectionate to the cameras. I think it makes you do certain things which you eventually not even aware of, because it becomes so organic. You forget that there are cameras, you forget anything of that sort,
Yeah.
So it was cute. I mean, it was like really nice. And people, I mean, I really hats off to all of them who make the time to make those VMs and how beautifully they do it. Oh my God. I mean, it's like some are very heartwarming and it's so cute, super cute. And they're funny also. That sometimes they're very funny. Yes.
Right.
But I really appreciate those people who actually spend a lot of time doing that. I mean, guys, I love you guys for that. That's it.
Yeah. So now that you both have come out, I'm sure you guys must have got more time to sort of spend with each other. So are you guys now more at ease with each other, Rakesh, you and Shamita?
Yeah, it is. In fact, I always told her that we want to know each other in the real world also.
Yes,
because on TV, when the cameras are on and all that, it's a very different thing.
Yeah.
A lot of things which you would want to speak and you can't speak on that kind of a platform. So yeah, we did spend time and I liked her in the real world as well, because I did have a doubt about that. And likewise, she felt the same way. It's a beautiful bond. I mean, I must say it's a beautiful bond. She's a very caring person, and we have a long way to go. And I'm glad we met on this show. That's something good Big Boss really did for us.
Right. Another thing I wanted to ask that, Riddhi was your constant support outside the house, and she was constantly there for you. Even when some people called you henpecked, she defended you. Tell me, did you speak to her after coming out of the house, and what was her feedback about you?
I spoke to her before I went into the house, and I spoke to her after I came out also. Okay. And there's nothing changed between us. I mean, she's a lovely person, and we still get along, and we still talk to each other. There are things which we discuss, and she's very happy that the way I played, I was in the house. She told me you didn't play the game, and you were just being yourself, and that's the best part about it. And about being henpecked and all that, I think it's like everybody knows that I treat my women with too much respect, and I like to treat them with queen. So I don't want to, even if you bow down to certain requirements of the person, or if you want to keep the person a little higher than you, it doesn't make you henpecked as such. It's caring. It just comes from the heart, and you just have to sometimes organically do it. You don't want to. There are certain things, like any person goes through. There are mood swings that we go through. There are certain things that you are beyond control at that time. Even if you are agitated, and two people cannot be the fire sign when there is an argument or some kind of situation. Somebody has to be the calming. factor.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you have to balance out. So that doesn't make impact or anything of that sort. It's just that you just care for the other person too much. So or to create another situation which is going to cause um, a lot of problems in the future.
Right. So is there any plan to shift to Bombay anytime soon?
I have been coming to Bombay often, and I have when work begins, obviously it's I'm always here, and I I do love my city, Pune. I do love the weather there. My family, my closest friends are there.
Yes.
So comfort zone wise, yes, Pune is my place. Bombay is a little bit out of my comfort zone. So I do come often here. Now I've started coming because there's a lot of work and there's a lot of meetings that I have to attend to. And so yeah, it is going to keep calling me. So I will be soon. I'll be shifting. I think I'll not be shifting, but I'll be coming. I'll be visiting it often.
Right. Just the last few questions. Did you get to meet Shamita's family after coming out of the house? I saw you were really nervous the day Sunanda auntie came inside the house. You were really nervous. You were not even looking at her. You were looking down. So did you get to meet her again? Did you meet Shraddha? Did you meet? Yeah.
I'm not good. Let's not go there.
Okay. Okay. So what about
people? They're lovely people. I mean, I've had a word with them for sure. But I mean, she's blessed to have such a good family.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rakesh, are you coming to Bigg Boss 15? Because I mean that's an inevitable question because your fans are like, they really want to see you in BB 15.
I don't think I would come again. Not for now. As of now. Yes, it is tempting, but I still have many a tide to ride on. There are a lot of other things which are waiting for me in the pipeline. I have had my taste of the house. Luckily, I'm happy that it just was for 6 weeks and I could understand. I could be there and understand how it functions. But there are certain things in you are supposed to, you're meant to do in life and you're not meant to do in life. And probably this was something which I was there, I tasted it, and now I would want to move on and do something else. I'm not grateful to Bigg Boss or a platform like this. Yes, it gave me a lot of stuff, a lot of things, a lot of good things, right? Taught me a lot. But right now, I'm not going. So, but never say never.
Anything that you've told Shamita before she heads to Bigg Boss 15 house, any advice or anything that you have told her to basically?
I've told her to be calm, like I know she's going to be alone. I'm a little worried that she's going alone now. But I've told her not to overreact or react to things which people say or do.
Yes.
It is going to be task oriented. It is not life and death. It's not something you have to take it so drastically or to the heart. You have to calm, you have to breathe in situations like that.
Yes.
And just be yourself and play the game in whichever possible way you can. Don't have to push yourself and don't do it to a level where your biorhythms are disturbed.
Yeah.
So, and I also tell everybody, like in the show, like whatever it is, play the game, but have the heart, Don't be so spiteful or spit venom that, people are going to get hurt. See, it's a platform that it's a very strong platform to voice your choices or opinion. And people are watching you guys constantly. There is so much of hatred and there's so much going around in this world. I mean, if you get a strong platform like this, better make it meaningful, So I feel we should, yes, play the game, but don't kill each other, just have the heart and have some empathy, towards each other. And that's what I feel everyone there should do.
Right. So what's next from here, Rakesh? What is exactly that you would like to explore next, after doing a show like this? Movie, web series, shows, another reality show. What exactly that you are?
Uh, as of now, I just want to take as life as it comes. Right now nothing is planned. There are offers which have come in.
Okay.
But my team is looking at it, and me and my team are looking at certain aspects of how to progress ahead. I
Right.
don't want to rush into anything.
Right.
I want to be a little careful about what I choose.
Yes.
But it's looking good. The future is looking good for sure. I can say that.
Right. Right. Thank you so much, Rakesh. It was lovely speaking to you, and I cannot wait to watch you on screen once again. And I wish you all the best. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely talking. God
Lovely.
bless you.
Likewise.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.